I'm Ricky Fowler. You're watching Breaking Par.
I'm Cameron Champ.
I'm Brandel Chambly.
I'm Brody Smith.
I'm Charlie Hoffman.
I'm Michael Phelps.
Hey, I'm Tanya Tade.
It's Paige Spranik.
I'm Justin Thomas.
Hi, I'm professional golfer Blair O'Neill, and you're watching Breaking Par.
Breaking Par.
Breaking Par.
Breaking Par.
Breaking Par.
Breaking Par.
Breaking Par. Breaking Par.
And you're watching Breaking Par.
It's Breaking Par!
Hi, I'm the 2020 Waste Management Phoenix Open Tournament Chairman, Tim Woods, and you're watching Breaking Par.
5 a.m.'s not too early on Saturday at the Open, right?
No, not early enough.
So a lot of your friends are still in bed. Why are we here?
We're here to get rowdy, baby. That's only one thing we're here to do, is to get rowdy.
16. We got to make it 16.
Tell me what the main objective is this morning.
Get to hole 16 and get some beers going.
So have you heard of the Breakfast Club before, or is this just a lucky guess?
Lucky guess. Yeah.
Be honest, when you got here, start handing out hats. A few more people than you thought.
I think we were about 1,200 short, so.
Did you partake in any of the champagne, or is it too early for you?
Not yet. I was busy handing out hats, but I definitely will.
Work's over now, buddy.
I know, let's go.
Hey man, can I get one of those hats? Where's the hats at, man?
So is it really worth it? You're up early, you're running just to get a seat at 16?
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. From what we've heard, it's definitely worth it.
Why is it worth it?
Well, you get to sit in the stands for 5 hours chanting that we want to see golf while drinking.
Bachelor party?
Yeah, that's what I do.
Bachelor.
Awesome.
Bachelor, oh, I'm getting married. Beers and cheers to 30 years.
Yeah.
Who's turned 30?
My fiance, actually.
Oh, really?
Yep, he just stepped away.
Have we had a drink yet today, boys?
Oh yeah, a couple this morning before we got up, yeah.
First beer at what time?
4:20-ish.
Have you had your first drink?
Yes.
A few, but not too many. You got to pace yourselves for a long day on 16.
Have you guys already cracked your first drink?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Is Oscar already hammered?
No, Oscar's grouchy. It's early.
A lot of Pepto. A lot of Pepto.
Wise.
Preemptive, yeah.
See, you guys are wise. Sesame Street really is truly an educational show. You guys don't have any drinks in your hand, so what's going on? Are you sure you're not sneaking any in under the cloak?
Nope. No pockets. No pockets. No nothing.
No comment.
No comment.
So what's the main objective this morning?
Get the best seats that we can, so we're right in the middle of the party.
So are you guys gonna do the full sprint and everything?
That's the plan right now. We'll see how I
steady,
actually
and then you sprint the end.
Right.
Yeah.
When people are tapering off.
You have a plan.
I know.
Yeah, we're ready.
As far as approach to the run, I got 4 words for you guys: all gas, no brakes.
So who's the fastest character in Sesame Street? Be honest, guys. Big Bird?
The land speed of Big Bird is about 47 miles an hour.
Yeah.
There's no stopping, man. You gotta keep it going. How much longer do we have, man?
It's not even halfway.
I just want to say to all the fans, Jason's been a class act through and through. He's been guiding all these people, really an inspiration to everyone out here.
I love this guy.
It's hard to get us all together now, you know. Even on Sesame Street, everyone grows up, kind of grows apart, and we're here today to kind of rekindle those past memories.
This is a Sesame Street reunion?
Yeah. Today's show is brought to you by love.
Oh, you're almost there. You're doing great.
Almost there.
Golf Channel might be done soon. Breaking Par is going to be the new thing.
The hot spot. Breaking Par is the hot spot.
I promise I didn't tell them to say this at all.
Cookie! Num 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 num.
We're gonna break par all frickin' day. You heard it right now. Tell that to the camera. We will be breaking par all day.
Can you tell me how to get to hole 16?
There it is. I was not ready for that. We made it. You guys regret those beers?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I seriously need a breather.
Welcome to the Breakfast Club! That's what I'm talking about. Burritos and beer delivered behind you. Hey, burritos, come on!
Let's go! So, what do we do now?
We wait and drink.
It's a good plan.
Coming up.
Hole 16 trivia!
Name one major championship on the PGA Tour.
Tiger Woods.
What is Bubba Watson's real name? $10,000 trivia right now.
10 seconds.
That's straight ahead on Breaking Par.
Hurry up.
If you've ever been to the Phoenix Open, you probably know a little bit about Saturday. It's a little crazy, come at your own risk. Saturday is the party day out here. Every seat here on 16 is jam-packed with crazy fans, most of which are hammered drunk.
Oh yeah.
Well, speaking of libations here on 16, I have a tradition where I'm always the first one to drink a beer on 16. Here it is.
Oh yeah, got to keep it alive.
Yep.
Sticking with the tradition theme, every Saturday I like to cruise around and ask very simple trivia questions, but apparently they're a little tougher after 12 Red Bull vodkas.
Hole 16 trivia!
Name one major championship on the PGA Tour.
Tiger Woods.
No championship. Ricky Fowler.
Ricky Fowler? Like a major heartthrob?
The U.S. Open, the Australian Open.
Australian Open's tennis. Where did the game of golf originate?
Scotland.
So confident, so correct.
Way to go. Is that correct?
What's a Pro V1?
It's a golf ball.
What's a Pro V1?
I have no idea.
I know, for real. No, I didn't. Olivia.
What's it called when a player finishes a hole 1 over par?
Birdie?
Now 1 under par.
Bogey. Bogey.
You're watching Breaking Par, the only place you can break par with a bogey. In the game of golf, what does the term ace mean?
Oh, I don't know that one. I'm sorry.
An ace? That
No.
means you've never hit one.
It's a hole in one.
Is it like hole in one or something? I played volleyball.
If you play volleyball, if someone hits a ace here, would you do one of these?
What would you like? Ace.
So you've probably heard about this, but there's a brand new club on tour. They've combined a gap wedge and a lob wedge. It's called the Flab Wedge. Do you consider it fair for players to use the Flab Wedge on tour?
Do I consider it fair? I would give it a chance.
Yeah.
I mean, give it a chance, see how it goes.
The what wedge?
If it helps them putt or shoot or whatever, yeah,
So you're in favor of the Flab Wedge.
absolutely.
So who are you guys?
The Golf Guys!
Who's going to be the main contestant here? You know everything. You know everything, but you also don't know to wear underpants. I just saw.
What are you talking about? I know to not wear underpants. Congratulations, Waste Management Open.
Okay, of all you guys, you have to be able to get our bonus question. What's Bubba Watson's real name?
Larry. Tabitha.
I stumped the golf gods.
What is the answer? Tell us. Tell us.
Gary Watson.
Horrible name. Horrible.
Gary!
Retire, Bubba. Retire based on that name.
What is Bubba Watson's real name? $10,000 trivia right now.
10 seconds.
Hurry up. Come on.
Don't worry about it, dude. We lost the money. Thanks, man.
And just like that, $10,000 slips through your fingers.
Man.
Better luck next year, guys.
I appreciate it.
Gary Watson?
Gary Watson.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, if that last guy had got it right, I wanted no part of that 10 grand.
No, I figured since the golf gods got it wrong, safe bet.
Safe bet. Well, I love that segment. While you were down here kind of with the general admission riffraff,
Right.
I made my way up to the suites. Got a little peek at what the suite life is like.
Ooh, tough assignment.
It was.
What you'll see in here is the biggest party on stilts. All right, up here on the third deck of hole 16, crowd's going crazy. Scott, what is this like?
I mean, it's awesome. I mean, you know, you're at the best hole in golf. You've got all your friends here. you're having drinks, you're having food, and you're betting on a lot of golf. So it's fun.
Talk to me about the betting. So what have you guys been betting?
You need the birdies to take the pot. That's the rule. You get closest to the pin, and you build up a pot, and if the guy makes the putt, you take the pot. And imagine a craps game with your 20,000 closest friends.
I mean, is this not like the Garden of Eden right here?
Listen, for golf fans and for business people, this is our Super Bowl. When the weather's good, there's no better place to be. This is the best hole in golf, period. Go Devils.
Yeah. I mean, this literally is the mecca of all golf viewing in the world. Girls, can I just get like 2 questions with you?
No, I will not make out with you.
Do you guys realize you're in the best place in the world right now?
We live here. We know it's the best place in the world. If you're not like at one of the tents, you're lame.
Oh, that's harsh. That's harsh.
That's messed up.
Not a long line for the bathroom and unlimited food and drinks.
If you're not at hole 16 in a suite, you're not living the sweet life.
It's the only place to be.
Coming up. Why is this place so special?
It's just a cool place, and we don't have anything like it on tour.
How do you mentally prepare for the Phoenix Open?
What's the coolest thing you've seen out here so far?
This is probably the hardest thing I've ever done in sports.
That's straight ahead on Breaking Par.
It's very cool.
Well, Saturday's great, mainly because it's a spectacle of organized chaos here at 16, but my favorite day at the Phoenix Open has always been Wednesday.
Mine too, by far. The tournament hasn't quite started yet. It's a little more chill, but Wednesday's the Pro-Am, which means we're out here catching up with some of the biggest names in golf, and we do it on the biggest stage in golf. Hole 16 tee box. Hollowed ground, my friend. Phil Mickelson coming from 15 to 16, about to hit the tunnel. Is this his walk-up music? Is this Phil's walk-up song?
Let me hit real quick here.
Phil, obviously this is the house that Tiger Woods built, but you're the one that lives in it. Why is this place so special?
It's just a cool place, and we don't have anything like it on tour. It gives you a real feel of an arena that other sports have that we don't. It's just a cool feel. Do you know who Judge Reinhold is on Seinfeld?
How about you, Jerry? I'm sure. I'm sure. Could examine the artwork up close.
You know how he's kind of a close talker? I find you're doing that. Why is that? Why are you?
Audio.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
Now I know why like athletes, when they do interviews, they like go like this because you can't hear crap.
The loudest hole in golf.
Loudest hole by far.
Like right now, you can barely hear yourself talk. You've become sort of a fan favorite here. How do you mentally prepare for the Phoenix Open?
You really don't. It's fun. You just have to embrace it. It might be a little too much if this was every week, but this is a special week. So, you know, the guys that come here, they enjoy the atmosphere. You know, there's guys that don't come. It's a little too rowdy, but I'm one of the guys that soaks it up, embraces it. This is fun.
How do you mentally prepare for the Phoenix Open?
You know, I've played here enough to know kind of what to expect. It's crazy on this hole, and you expect it. It's hard to get used to when the other holes are crazy. You get a random yell on hole 5. That's weird.
I'm not sure you can prepare for this, other than just embrace it, right? Everybody's screaming and yelling, so actually it sort of blends in. And it doesn't matter what you do, you're either going to be embarrassed or not. So it's like, don't worry about it. Just get up and have fun.
You played on very big stages.
Yeah.
You have any nerves before this whole 16 shot?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm nervous as hell.
What are you hoping for?
A hole in one.
A hole in, not just to hit the green.
I mean, shoot for the moon.
Is there anything you take from the mound to the golf course?
Hopefully a sense of showmanship when I knock this ball in.
Holding you to it, buddy.
All right.
We'll bring it left.
Yeah, Justin. Not a hole in one. Nope.
Let's get it, Xander.
All right, Cameron. You almost hit an ace right there. That's pretty good. That's your first shot at hole 16, right?
Yes, it is. It is. Yeah, that was the right number, right club.
What was the number? What was the club?
It was 73, but adjusted 68. With a little downwind elevation, like I said, I hit a full wedge, so full pitch and wedge.
You've won in this state already, out at the Patriot All-America. How do you prepare for the Phoenix Open, though?
Same as I always do. I'll go through the same process. Obviously, a little different environment out here.
Hey, congratulations and kick some ass this season, all right?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Later, bud.
Yeah.
First of all, who are you wearing? This is a great giddy-up.
This is Bad Birdie, who I'm wearing. Puma golf pants and then Jordan shoes.
Looking good, my friend. So the last time you were on Breaking Par, you were taking chip shots off the deck. Is it going to be kind of strange hitting one from the tee box?
Oh, it's not going to be strange. I'm just hoping to put it on the green this year. I got booed pretty bad last year, so I'm looking for redemption. I'm ready to go.
I haven't told this to anyone, but you're the reason I'm trying to grow a beard. How am I doing?
Bit of advice, don't shave.
Brody, we are standing on hallowed ground here, right?
Yeah.
Probably the most sacred spot in golf, I would have to say. You've been following Justin's group, is that right?
We got to watch his shot here on 16. I would say it's safe. It's a good 15 foot for birdie. Not too bad.
All you can ask for. What's the coolest thing you've seen out here so far?
They don't allow birds on the course. How do they not allow birds on the course? They have these souped up RC cars that go 70 miles per hour that they just fly down the fairway to scare the birds off. So I got to see the operator do that. He pops a couple wheelies for us. It's pretty cool.
You can't really get nervous, right, with the competition level you've been at?
I mean, it's the hardest. This is probably the hardest thing I've ever done in sports. Really? I mean, the very first year I got booed four times on this hole. I guess the biggest thing that I've learned is try to relax as much as you can. Try to swing as easy as you can. So.
That's a bold statement, saying this is the hardest thing you've ever done in sports.
I mean, if you put me in a swimsuit, I might be able to go pretty good. But out here in golf attire and trying to hit a golf shot in this environment is very challenging.
Speed, 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 speed. Charlie, let's be honest, it's not Phil, it's you. You're the face of this tournament.
You know what, Waste Management is kind to me the last 13 years. Title sponsor here for over 10, another 10 coming. The greatest show on grass, zero waste. I mean, it is the real deal.
How do you prepare for this pressure cooker right here at 16?
You know, this hole always gets your adrenaline going. It's like if you're not leading going in the final round, this feels like the final round adrenaline going. So you play for it about a half a club and hope you hit a good one so you don't get booed.
This is great for golf, is it not?
Well, this is a party with a purpose. This is just an extension, really, of the personality of the Thunderbirds. They know how to have fun, and they know how to do business. And they're the most philanthropic group of individuals you ever run across. So I love the Thunderbirds, and I love this event.
God, that gets me fired up for this year, man.
Yeah, and I always ask myself, how are they going to top this? How can they possibly add to the experience? Well, they've managed to do it again. Here's a sneak peek at the new additions you'll see at the 2020 Phoenix Open.
Cheers.
What's new for 2020? Well, a lot of things. Right off the bat, you'll come into the main entrance, which is no longer an expo experience, and we've gotten rid of the big circus tent. It is open air, full concessions, great way to start. I've got a little secret, and that secret is the Ridge, formerly known as El Rancho. You'll see me out there along with 3,000 of your closest friends. It's the highest elevation on the course. It overlooks 12. You've got great views of 13T and 6 green. Keeping with our initiative to elevate the open to the public venues, we've doubled down there, went from 18,000 square feet to 36,000 square feet. High tops, drink rails, bar stools, and a little bit of something for everybody. The Ridge this year will be an amazing experience. Kiva Club, golfers left of 10, golfers left of 17. There's a strip of desert there that previously went unoccupied. In an effort to kind of draw some of the general public around 10 green and away from 16, the backside, we have built a multi-level structure there. It'll house about 500 fans. We could not be more thrilled about what that looks like. And last but not least, making your way over to 18, you cannot miss this structure. It is enormous. We really duplicated what we did on Golfers Right last year with 18, double-decker structure with kind of rounded Arkham tents. We did that same exact structure on the left side. As you can see behind me, the construction's going on. They've got the first floor down, and we're going vertical. So we're never really satisfied out here at the Waste Management Phoenix Open. We need to go bigger and better every year, and that will be no different in 2020. I'll see you at the 2020 Waste Management Phoenix Open, the greatest and greenest show on grass, the People's Open.
Time for your Breaking Par Caddy Fact. Hosting over 700,000 fans, the Waste Management Phoenix Open has a lot of waste to manage. Try 680 tons of compost and recycled materials just last year. That's over 1.3 million pounds. And how about the other kind of waste? For that, there are more than 1,300 porta potties all around the course. And if you get too wasted, well, that you'll have to manage yourself.
New year means new gear. You know what time it is.
It's time to talk rumors.
The two big rumored drivers that are coming out are basically Tailor-Made and Callaway. I can't show you everything yet, that's why it's blurred. I'm gonna talk about what we know and what we don't know. First one we're gonna talk about is Tailor-Made. Here is what I know. So the aerodynamics of this new design allow you to swing it faster. So more club head speed gives you more ball speed. That coupled with, a super hot face, theoretically gives you more distance. Hotter basically means how fast the ball comes off the face given the club head speed you input to it. As far as colors and stuff, they've changed the color scheme a little bit. Blue and white for the most part. The dots in the front, which used to be red, those are now blue. From the top, it looks pretty traditional. On the bottom, things have totally changed. Longer, deeper center of gravity, more weight in the back, which makes it more forgiving. What we don't know is how many versions there'll be. We're assuming there'll be probably 3 versions, a draw bias type version, probably be a tour type version, which is smaller, and then the standard one, which will fit the majority of people. So really, why should you care? And if you get your 5 or 6 extra yards, that's a lot. People think 5 or 6 extra yards is not a big deal, but try being 20, 30 feet back from your partner in front of you. So there you have it, the new Tailor-Made driver. The next rumored launch we're gonna talk about is from Callaway. This is the new Callaway Maverick. Here's what we know. They're making the entire thing more forgiving all around. This is another level of their AI, which is artificial intelligence. Essentially, they design a driver, thousands of combinations, which would normally take 10 to 20 years to figure out. So they're modeling a whole bunch of different things, trying to make the face as fast as they can. Another thing, they're using the same jailbreak technology they have in the last couple of years. That's basically some bars that go from the top to the bottom, which stabilize the face. Think about a balloon. If you push into a balloon, it expands both sides. This kind of negates that to some extent and transfers more energy to the ball. There are some interchangeable weights on the bottom. As far as the colors and how it looks, it's pretty similar as far as what we've seen in the past. Carbon fiber top. The bottom's a little cleaner. There's not as many bumps and ridges in it. But the biggest thing really is, when you get down to it, is artificial intelligence, trying to maximize what you get out of the swing you have. That's kind of what we know. What we don't know is how performance will be. That'll take a couple of months of fitting people to see which ones fit which people, how much ball speed and club head speed they get out of it. So why should you care about the new Callaway driver? Well, if you can get 5, 6 yards out of it, you should care. They're really cool looking, they feel good. It's definitely worth a shot to see if it helps your game. There's 2 more rumored pieces of equipment coming out. We're gonna send you over to Alan to explain those.
So the first one we're gonna talk about is a new variation of the Ping G Series iron. So here's what we know about the new Ping G Series iron. What we have in our hand here is last year's model, the G700 iron. We're here to talk about the new iron coming out from Ping. Cosmetically, it has a new black chrome finish. What they said they've changed with the new one was some different dampening materials within the head, so it should sound and feel a little bit better. What I also know about it is it's going to be a variation. It's even going to be more game improvement than this one, and so how they make it more forgiving and hotter and sound better, that's going to be really interesting to see. So what we don't know how it's really going to perform until we put it into golfers' hands. We'll zero in really quickly on how this is going to perform for what type of golfer. So why you should care about these new irons coming out from Ping is for everybody that just wants to make the game easier, this is your product. There's competitive products, but this will be as good as anything. And if they improve the look, and if they improve the sound, and if they improve the feel, we're going to hit a home run with this. Our last rumored piece of equipment comes from Titleist. What I have in my hand here is a Voki Sm7 Wedge. These have been around for a couple years. We know this February coming out is a new line from Voki. So here's what we know about Voki wedges. They're going to be coming out in 4 finishes. The finishes are slightly different than previous models though. We also know the configuration of the lofts, bounce, grinds coming out too. The last thing I'd like to mention that we know about is they've changed the center of gravity. How that affects performance, we don't know. So there's also some things we don't know about these wedges. What that center of gravity change will do to performance, and that could be big. Voki's the 800-pound gorilla, #1 wedge on tour. I got a pretty good guess they're gonna perform though. Why should you care about these new Voki wedges? Because they're Voki wedges.